Hello everyone, what's up? Struderz here, and welcome back for episode number 4 of the Manager Career Mode in FIFA 16 featuring Middlesbrough. Last episode ended with a game to play against Dagenham in the Capital One Cup, so we're going to go straight into that game, and we're just going to take you through the other games that we'll be showing you today, which will be against Shrewsbury. Is that Shrewsbury? Or Sheffield Wednesday? Might be Sheffield Wednesday. Rotherham and Hull City. They're the 4 games that we're going to be playing today, hopefully. Hopefully there probably won't be too much transfers because we've spent most of our transfer budget this window already. Maybe 1 or 2 signings, but we'll see what the negotiations come up with. But until then, we're going to get straight into this Capital One Cup tie. So let's get on with it. So here's the squad that we're going to be starting with in the first round of the Capital One Cup. It is slightly rotated. However, on paper, it is probably the strongest team that I've played so far. Obviously, I'm playing some of my younger players which aren't as high overall at the moment. So I've played some of the other players that I've got which are slightly higher overall. We've got Marin in left back and Sue on right back. Gazzy makes his first appearance for us in goalkeeping position. He is still carrying a slight knock, but he said he was ready to play, so hopefully he'll be okay in goal. And the normal Jordan Rhodes up front, Ramiro centre attacking mid, Aarons and Stuani take the wide positions, Desart and Clayton make up the central holding midfielders positions. So without further ado, let's get into the game. A very entertaining game was the result of a trip that Middlesbrough went to Dagenham Redbridge on a cold, dark, rainy night. There was plenty of chances for either team actually. Middlesbrough obviously being the clear favourites here against Dagenham Redbridge, the League 2 team. However, I think Middlesbrough coming underestimating the opposition here. There wasn't many chances in the first half. There were mostly chances for Middlesbrough. Dagenham Redbridge having one shot going wide. Middlesbrough managed to pick up the pace more in the second half, having some more chances. Mark's Cousins making a very good save here. Middlesbrough unfortunate not to really make it 1-0. But the keeper was in fantastic form for Dagenham Redbridge. He made many saves this game. Really kept him in the game. But finally, Stuani made found the goal on the 79th minute. We played very safe here because it was still 0-0, such late on in the game we couldn't take any chances, so we managed to get the goal in the 79th minute. However, disaster struck when Ashley Chambers scored a goal in the 82nd minute. It was a very good goal. The lob through ball finding Chambers, and he managed to volley it in. It was an excellent volley, an excellent through ball, and it was well received. Middlesbrough not doing well enough in the defence to close down the striker, and Dagenham Redbridge deserved that their first goal to make it 1-1. Mark's Cousins making another save in the 89th minute here. We really pushed towards the end, but he was in amazing form, and he managed to keep the score at 1-1 till the 90th minute. A goal came for Dagenham Redbridge to make it 2-1 in extra time in the first half here. A fantastic volley, as you can see. It was an amazing goal. Dagenham Redbridge taking a lead, and it looked like they were going to be the ones to progress to the second round in the Capital One Cup. Solar responded straight away, making an attack, unfortunately hitting the post. Really unlucky there not to make it 2-2. So the score remained 2-1 at the half-time whistle in extra time. Adam Clayton having a miss here. We're really pushing on. We really needed a goal. Taking a long shot, but he was really low on energy, and it was fired way wide. The frustration really started to show here. But finally, the young talent of Donny van der Beek found the goal, which made it 2-2, and the game was very much on. The keeper did get a touch to it. He was having a fantastic day. Unfortunately, he just didn't have quite enough to save that. The power on the ball was enough to see that ball find the back of the net. And another miss here. Dagenham Redbridge still didn't give up. They still had their shots, but fired way over. The rainy day, I think, really taking a toll on the long shots here, and here's an example of it. But finally, another goal came when Adam Clayton sealed the victory for Middlesbrough. The keeper again managed to get a touch to it, but it wasn't enough, and the ball went in the back of the net to make it 3-2 to Middlesbrough, and it looked like Middlesbrough were the ones that were going to just about make it through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. And Gazzy forced to make a final save in the last bits of the match here. We were really lucky not to concede here. What a disaster it would have been to make it 3-3 going to penalties. But we managed to avoid that, and the score finished 3-2. What an entertaining game. We underestimated Dagenham Redbridge. We really didn't want it to be that hard, and we certainly didn't want it to go extra time. But that's how it went. We just managed to get the win. So we're going to have to up our game when it comes to the Championship. I think we really need to play a lot better because these teams are a lot better than Dagenham and Redbridge, and we need to be on our game. We need to be able to pick these points up, and at the moment our performances hasn't really shown that we're capable of doing that, so that's something we need to work on. So back at the home screen, we have advanced a few days, only 3 days gap until we got the next game, which is an away trip to Sheffield Wednesday. Nothing came through in terms of transfers, just a few scout reports that I've been searching players on, but that's it. So we're going to go straight into the Sheffield Wednesday game now, play that game, and hopefully we can get our first win of the season. Just a couple of changes as we go into the Sheffield Wednesday game. Adama starts in right mid, and we have Callas in right back. Rhodes stays up front. A few players are still a little bit tired from the last game, but Daniel Bentley comes back into the goalkeeping position after a slightly disappointing game from Agasaki. Again, Bentley is my main goalkeeper, despite the overall being lower. I want him to grow. Other than that, everything stays the same. So as we go into Sheffield Wednesday, let's really hope we can get our first win of the season. Middlesbrough made a fantastic start to the first half, forcing a great save from the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper. It was in the first 10 minutes where we saw our first good shot. However, they managed to get the save and it remained 0-0. 10 minutes later, Gaston Ramirez had a fantastic chance to score. A through ball played through to him, drilled to the bottom left-hand side of the goal. Unfortunately, it was the wrong side of the post and it still remained 0-0. However, 6 minutes later, Middlesbrough managed to find the break. It went 1-0 and Clayton managed to get the goal for his second goal in 2 matches. Sheffield Wednesday saw very little chances in the first half. They did manage to get one shot on very close to the end of the first half, unfortunately going well over the bar, and they really summed up their first half with a poor chance there. However, Sheffield Wednesday found fantastic energy in the second half, hitting the crossbar and really shaking up the defence of the Middlesbrough team. They were very fortunate not to concede there. Daniel Bentley was beaten to it. They also hit the post 3 minutes later here. Again, Daniel Bentley completely beaten. However, the ball, fortunately, coming off the post, hitting Daniel Bentley but not going in, and Middlesbrough managed to clear in the end. 6 minutes later, though, Sheffield Wednesday shot themselves in the foot, gave away a penalty, and not only that, a double whammy, they saw a red card. They were down to 10 men, and they had a penalty to save. But saving the penalty is something they were not able to do. Jordan Rhodes managed to put away the penalty very coolly, and it made it 2-0 to Middlesbrough, and it looked like Middlesbrough were going to see their first win of the season. Sheffield Wednesday didn't give up. Lopez having another shot on goal here, but unfortunately once again firing over the bar, and that was really summing up his day. Nothing going his way, firing over the bar once again. Kieran West was forced to make another good save towards the end in the 86th minute. However, it was too little too late. They were 2-0 down with a few minutes left and the game was pretty much over. And that is how it ended. The game ended 2-0 to Middlesbrough. It was a nice win. We dominated the game. We had plenty of shots. They didn't have many shots. We took full advantage of the opportunities that we got. Obviously, it was unfortunate for Sheffield Wednesday to concede that penalty and go down to 10 men. But by then, the game was pretty much over anyway. So we pick up our first 3 points of the season. So finally, some good news. We finally managed to get our first 3 points of the season. So after 2 games, we are on 4 points. And having a quick look at the table, very early on, we are actually in 3rd place. So not many teams actually, in fact, only one team winning 2 of their first 2 games. The rest either winning or drawing or losing. There was quite a lot of draws. Still about 4 teams. There's 4 teams there that have drawn 2 of their 2 games. So we're quite lucky to be in 3rd place after 2 games with 4 points. But it's a good start in the end now. Things starting to look a lot better for Middlesbrough. So I'm just going to go into some player training now. One thing I do need to add is one of my new signings. So I'm just going to go and find him. Can't quite remember what person it is. Let me just find him here. Where is he? Where is he? That's it, Marin. Right, adding Marin, the 18-year-old left back who is a 72 rated at the moment. So hopefully he's going to grow very well. So we've got our 4 youngsters now in the player training. So just advancing now. And some great news here, we've got Donny van der Beek going up to a 70 rated, as well as David Bentley doing the same, going up to a 70. So we've got two of our youngsters up to a 70 rated already, and we're still very, very early on in the season. Things are looking good. So we're just going to advance now to Rotherham. We'll see if anything comes through in terms of transfers. I don't think it has, just a few updates and a scout report. Looks like we've got a player conversation as well. Callas looks like he wants to play the next game, the right back, 22-year-old. So I think I'll do that because he's still a youngster. So I think he deserves to get onto the starting 11 because 72 rated at 22 is still pretty good. We should be able to see him go up to mid to high 70s as long as he does get that game time. So he will start the next game. So I've decided to simulate this game. I've already played the first two games of this episode, which I've shown you already. So we're going to go into Rotherham, not the strongest team in the league. They've lost their last two of their three games and drawn the other one. So they've got 0 points in 3 games. Hopefully that bad form for them will continue and we'll get the win. So they're just going to advance now. We've got a strong team, a lot stronger than Rotherham. So I really hope we can get the points here. So we're going to skip. And it's a 2-1 win. Excellent. Clayton getting yet another goal. That is his third goal in 3 games, which is excellent for him. He's having a great season so far. And Adomar also getting the second goal for us. They did get 1 goal, unfortunately, so there was no clean sheet for us. We did pick up a yellow as well from Stuani, but other than that, it's good news. We've got our second win of the season, so that is 7 points in 3 games. Although it has seen us go down to 5th, funny enough. So how does that make sense? We were 3rd. And now we've won another game. We've gone down to 5th after winning the game. Clearly, the other teams are doing quite well on goal difference. Actually, if you look at 3rd, 4th and 5th, not only have we played, won and drawn the same amount of games, got obviously the same amount of points, we've scored the same amount of goals, we've conceded the same amount of goals, so we've got the same goal difference as well. So there's nothing to differ those teams except, I think, alphabetical order, basically, which is what it's in at the moment. So we're 5th, but technically we're kind of 3rd as well, if that makes sense. So it's a good start to the season. We're going to just go look to the office now. Looks like we've got 2 more messages. Nothing important. Callas obviously thanking us to play, and a press conference, which I don't really see the point in, so we're not going to do that. And we're just going to advance now. Our next game is against Hull. Obviously, probably the best team in the championship in this game, so they're going to prove to be probably the toughest opposition that we come across in this season. They are top at the moment, 3 wins out of 3, only conceding the 1, scoring 7. So this is going to be a big challenge. I'm definitely going to play this game. I'm not going to try and simulate it, definitely not. And I think what I'm probably going to do is start the next episode playing Hull. I want to keep this one short and sweet as well, and then I'll get the second episode out hopefully tomorrow, and we will be playing Hull first. I'll just go to the calendar as well and show you the other games which I'll be getting in. Wow, look at this. We've got Southampton to play in the Capital One Cup next, so that is going to be a really big game here. And then we'll go to Ipswich, probably another one that we'll simulate because our players will be quite tired after playing Southampton 4 days after Hull as well. So we'll play Hull, we'll play Southampton, huge game, and then we will probably simulate Ipswich, and I'll try and end the episode on Huddersfield, which will be the end of the transfer window as well. Off camera, I'll be looking to see if we can make at least 1 more signing, and then we'll go in for that in the next episode. But until then, my name's Struderz. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with my videos, and that's it for now. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.